sovereignty, economic security, and way of life by U.S. President Donald Trump and his administration is real and profound. While it's nice to hear the Premier finally step up and say she's on Team Canada, it's a little late and it's a little hard to believe, considering she just gave a federal campaign speech. Meanwhile, the Alberta NDP have always been on side with Team Canada since day one. Albertans deserve a response that is strong, aligned with Canadians across the country, and commensurate with the impact tariffs will have on our jobs, our industries, and Albertans. This is why Alberta NDP leader Naheed Nenshi has put forward a 5-point plan that Alberta should be following to fight tariffs alongside all Canadians. First, we need to strengthen Canadian markets. The Premier and the UCP must broaden their focus from what's happening down south and stop neglecting the opportunities that exist right here in our own country. This is a chance to bolster our internal trade and customers across Canada. By reducing interprovincial barriers and working with accrediting bodies to standardize licensing and building codes, we can create a more integrated and competitive national economy. Second, we must have strategic engagement with the United States. The Premier was busy taking pictures at cocktail parties and speaking to far-right social media influencers, but has failed to secure any actual meetings or impacts on decision makers. In fact, Premier Doug Ford is the only Premier to date who has secured any backdown from the Trump administration. We must be smart, building long-term relationships with U.S. stakeholders that support Alberta's interests on all sides of the political spectrums, not just ideological buddies. And when we engage, we must be strong and effective about Canada's value. Third, we must diversify global trade relations. The Trump tariffs offer a moment of opportunity for Alberta. Alberta produces some of the world's best agricultural products, from meat to canola. We need to focus on new international markets for these goods. And the world needs more Canadian energy in all its forms. We need better access to global markets, and we can only achieve that by working with other Canadians from coast to coast to coast. Fourth, we must protect Alberta workers. Trump's tariffs will displace workers and harm our industries. We need a plan to protect Alberta workers, including income support, retraining programs, and investing in education to support displaced workers. The government must proactively work with the federal partners to implement these measures. And fifth, we must seize this moment to attract global talent. Alberta should be using this crisis as an opportunity to recruit top talent, including doctors, scientists, engineers, and other professionals. With our world-class post-secondary institutions like the University of Alberta and Calgary, American talent should be coming to Alberta. We can position Alberta as a global leader in innovation and attract talent now. And after 6 years of a UCP government, well, Alberta desperately needs to attract more healthcare professionals. And Mr. Speaker, let's add a sixth point. We would not threaten a national unity crisis and call for the separation of Alberta from Canada. That's right. This is the plan we need to have in place with a cool head, meeting with the right people and doing the right work. While the Premier's pretending to be a skilled diplomat, she's actually achieved nothing for Alberta. We may love theatre, but the Premier's performance is not doing Alberta any good.